In the booth, turn me up, Noah. Turn me up, Noah.
Is that better?
No, I'm not catching you at all.
So you can't hear me. Okay.
You very faint. I can hear you, but you're very faint.
Yeah.
All right, that's a lot
There we
better.
go.
That is so much better.
Go. Yep.
Okay. 32 teams turns to 2, and then after today's game, it'll turn to 1 after 6 weeks of grueling regular season basketball and quite the postseason. We are live from Dematha High School for the culmination of the Capital Hoops Summer League as the 10-3 Georgetown Prep Hoyas take on the host 13-0 Dematha Stags. For the Scholar Athlete Sports Network, you're watching DMV Live with Noah Schubert, Marquel Sanders, and Stephen Harris in the studio. Opening tip is recovered by the Hoyas, and Marquel and Steve, we should be in for a treat.
This is going to be a great game. Again, we've seen a lot of great ball. The past 3 days, Dematha has been balling at it. I think this is going to be the great matchup last night.
There's an opening block by Malcolm Thomas.
They've had a lot of great tests to get to this moment, so I'm very excited to see what we're going to see today.
Mason So's laying no good. Back out to Thomas. Isaiah Arnold at the three-point line. Just getting into this game, the Georgetown Prep Hoyas defeated the Landon Bears 80-60 behind 28 points and 11 rebounds from Akbar Wahid. And for the Dematha Stags, they upended the Hawks out of Hayfield. Final score 80-68. Did result in that game the ejection of their point guard Jaden Winston. So after he received his second technical foul, we'll see how that affects their performance today, as there's Mason So getting his hands in the middle, but recovered by Lee Brunner.
Now I think that's going to be a difference maker tonight for Dematha with Jaden not being here tonight. Still excited to see what they're going to do.
So there's a shot clock violation for the Hoyas. Great defense off the set by Dematha.
Now what I'm excited to see, I see we got height out here today. We got a lot of height coming from Georgetown. A lot of height. Same thing on the same side with Dematha.
Georgetown Prep highlighted by the 6'9" rising junior Guap Cody, who's received offers from several schools, including Howard and UMBC, as Mason So pulls up and Cody grabs the rebound. RJ Stewart, Wahid in the corner. That's his spot, but that one rims out. Rebound to Malcolm Thomas. Thompson's pass on the other end, intended for Lewis. Logan Lewis unable to grab that one. RJ Stewart on the inbound. Still 0-0. Just about 2 minutes into action here.
Dematha's right into that press again.
Matha's press stifling the Hawks, especially Greg Jones, only scoring 12 points in last night's game as Guap Cody tries the hook shot. On the other end, Isaiah Arnold for 3. There's the first basket of the game. Isaiah Arnold cashes in from deep.
Now that's definitely a player that we want to look out for.
As Guap Cody slams it down.
Now that was right there in transition. Now Arnold's definitely a player that we want to watch out for, as we already know. The guy comes down in transition. If you let him hit the first 2 now, that's the green light. He's going to keep going from there.
Isaiah Arnold at 11.5 points per game, 39% from 3. Can't get that one. Rebound to RJ Stewart. Stewart drives in. Arnold on him. Makes a move. Pulls up jumper. Rebound back out to the Hoyas. Akbar Wahid tries his luck from 3. There it is from Akbar Wahid.
Georgetown coming out here taking some great shots right now. Contested shots, too.
Akbar Wahid 7 of 14 from 3 in their last game, the win against Landon. In his 28-point performance, the team themselves, as there is a smooth lay-in by Isaiah Arnold.
Great move by Arnold, coming off that hesitation after coming off that screen.
Back out, Wahid again from 3. Off the mark to Mason So. Wahid starting off 1 for 3. Game went 7 of 14. As a team, Georgetown Prep 19 of 37 from long range as Mason So lays it in.
That was a tough basket right there, Steve.
Yeah, it is. So with the floater, and we saw that he's capable of making those tough baskets in his last performance.
He definitely did.
7-5, Dematha leads this one early. 12:15 on the clock in the first half. Low scoring to start. Both teams that got 80 points in their semifinal games. Crowd a little deeper for this championship game as we'll see more and more people trickle in. It's a foul called on the floor. Will be on Georgetown Prep. Arnold with the inbound to Mason So. Shot up and no good. Rebound to Akbar Waheed. RJ Stewart in the corner to Lee Brunner. Brunner inside. Kick out, three-pointer from Guap. Cody too strong. And right there to grab the rebound is Charles Thomas. Mason So will take his time up the court. Big man that we're seeing for Georgetown Prep, Frank Siaka Bay, who we haven't seen too often in this tournament. Isaiah Arnold from the corner for two. He's got 7.
Tough step back by Arnold.
RJ Stewart dishes to Cody off the glass, no good. Rebound grab by Malcolm Thomas. Tip out of bounds by Akbar Waheed. As we see Colin Reynolds check in the game for Georgetown Prep, and for Dematha, Adam Fox takes the court. Colin Reynolds had 18 points in their win against Landon. So inside, what a move, and almost a great lay-in. Reynolds down the court.
Good defense by Lewis right there.
Logan Lewis steals it from Reynolds, gets it inside to Adam Fox through a sea of hands off the glass. Put back, good. Right there, Logan Lewis.
The rebound game today, Steve, is going to play very big. Whoever's aggressive on the board is going to be very big today.
Definitely. It seems like these teams are, pretty evenly matched as we're getting around 10 minutes of play left in this first half. And, it's going to come down to the rebounds.
Pulls up. The rebound grabbed by RJ Stewart. Stewart was So pressing up, gives it to Brunner. Brunner strong inside and draws the foul on Logan Lewis. So Lee Brunner will head to the line for 2 free throws. Lee Brunner, who scored 6 points, grabbed 6 boards, and tacked on 5 assists in last game for Georgetown Prep, sinks his first free throw. 14 for 19 and now 15 for 20 in this tournament. There's a couple new faces check in for Georgetown Prep. Tyler Garrett and Akeem Clark, 2 for 2. Throws Lee Brunner from the line. 11-7, under 10 to go in the first. Lewis off the screen. Gets out to the corner. Sean Hill thought about the 3 and said dishes it out. McClary, pull-up jumper, yes sir!
Great way for Lewis to find the open man right there in the low shooting corner.
Yeah, great patience and great ball movement by Dematha.
Clark with McClary on him. Georgetown Prep playing a little more small ball. Tyler Garrett, their big man. And one. Open a charge on that call.
Great play. That was a great play. I'm loving how we're seeing both teams. So not a lot of transition out here. Both teams are having to come down and set up the half-court offense.
Ball handler Jacob Wallace for Dematha. Wallace dishes out to A.J. McClary. McClary got it up by 2 Georgetown Prep men underneath the basket. Putback won't fall, and here comes in transition. Akbar Waheed, count the basket and the foul. Strong player coming down the court, not afraid to draw the contact. Awarded with a free throw.
That was a great outlet pass, being able to find Raheed, streaking out and heading to the basket in the open floor.
Free throw does not fall. Raheed, who averages 13.8 points and 6.5 rebounds per game for this Hoyas squad. He's been a key factor in their 3 postseason wins as Fox tries to drive in, grabs his own rebound, and gets himself on the board. Raheed, long 2. Rebound falls to Akeem Clark, who throws it up into the hands of lead runner. Akbar Raheed under the basket. Here couldn't grab the rebound, and so here come the Stags. Jacob Wallace slows it down. Akeem Clark. Screen from Fox. Kick out. Isaiah Arnold. He likes that spot.
The ball movement is great by Dematha again. Get into the lane, drawing in the defense, and trying to get open man on the side.
Well, there's Garrett already on the other end. Tyler Garrett with the basket. And a timeout call by Dematha. Up 18-11 with 8 minutes to go.
Dematha's doing a great job when they're in the court on the offensive end again. Playmaking, the ball movement, finding the open man. But at the same time, as you see, right after they make the basket, they've got to get back on defense because Georgetown is pushing it around the transition and they're finding the open man every single time. Yeah,
they are. They really are. They're making that play. As soon as Dematha comes off one of their own big plays, Georgetown's coming right back at them.
I mean, it's the dangers of running that full court press that you see because you don't leave a lot of room for error. One guy gets free, and you have already a mismatch on the other end.
You've got to have that one guy get back to the weakness. You cannot allow it to turn into a 2-on-1 situation, not a 3-on-2. You've got to get back on defense. So it's going to be big to see if Dematha is going to change from that press to get the guys to drop back into a half-court defense.
Georgetown Prep comes out of it with Cody on the court along with Patrick McDonough, 3-point shooter. 46% three-pointer in this tournament. Pass inside, stolen by Waheed. Up the court. He tried to get it to the corner, bounces off, and right there is Akeem Clark. Lead cut to 5. Jacob Wallace has Akeem Clark pressed up on him. Give it to Isaiah Arnold, hand off to Wallace. He adjusts on defense. Isaiah Arnold surveys, pulls up for distance, short. As that one goes out of bounds, and Georgetown Prep will have it on the sideline. Coach Howard Blue led his squad to a 10-3 record. Despite a tough regular season, these two teams have played before. We had a great game. Dematha won that one by 11. But it's definitely no easy game, and Dematha has been tested throughout these playoffs. Georgetown Prep is just next in line. Fox down the court with Cody D'ing up. Arnold drives in on McDonough. Dish inside, foul called.
Great aggressive move there by Hill, being able to initiate the contact and create space to get that shot up. Because when he received the ball initially, he wasn't in the most perfect of positions.
Prashant Hill. Malcolm Thomas retakes the court. Adam Fox to the bench with 2 points. Thomas with the statement last night, an absolute rim-rocking dunk for the junior. McClary tries to dish it, and right there is Akeem Clark. Clark with the move. Lay and goes. Akeem Clark with 4 points, and Georgetown Prep's deficit down to 3. Thomas from range. Clark grabs the rebound through contact, and McDonough will run point. Donough to Brunner. Akeem Clark inside, great pass.
It's on the floor. That's an offensive foul right there. Ball going to Dematha.
The offensive foul. is called on Frank Siaka Bay.
It's interesting to see the matchups that Dematha is throwing out there with Georgetown. Again, trying to take over with the size aspect.
Malcolm Thomas had trouble with it, but it went off of Patrick McDonough's foot out of bounds. So Arnold will inbound it. So with Colin Reynolds in pursuit. Reynolds, who showed off his talents both offensively and defensively, 18 points in the win against Landon, but he was everywhere as Malcolm Thomas went in for the flush. Guap Cody with a little too much pressure. Looked like he tweaked his ankle.
Now again, as we already know about Thomas, you cannot allow Thomas to get inside right there. Anything from the top of the key to that high elbow, and he's gonna get into the lane every single time. He's gonna attack downhill. Yeah,
that's definitely the area that he's looking to attack and operate in and make plays off of as well.
Malcolm Thomas, son of NBA veteran and Syracuse grad Eton Thomas. His dad, a two-time Big East Defensive Player of the Year, and played here for the hometown Wizards for about 7 years in the early 2000s. So Malcolm Thomas misses his first free throw. Second one, no good too. So Malcolm Thomas 0 for 2 on that trip to the line. He still works off of that ankle. Akbar Waheed inside. Mason So. Arnold lays it in.
Tough basketball, Arnold right there with the defense all over him.
Isaiah Arnold with 12 of Dematha's 20 points, really stepping up. Had 15 last game. And with some stellar defense right there on R.J. Stewart.
Right now you're seeing Dematha pick up that intensity, that defensive intensity that you've seen a lot throughout this summer league.
Runner's jumper falls short. Outlet pass up the court, lay in for Charles Thomas, and a timeout for Georgetown Prep.
That was a great pass and find by the freshman Meeks, who was, the player of the game in one of their games last week. And it's good to see, your freshman coming out here and producing for your team.
Absolutely. I would like to see the adjustments that Coach going to make right now for Georgetown. You're starting to see Dematha pick up in transition, getting that ball out there, and they're starting to run up the score a sad bit.
Dematha with a 7-point lead, 22-15 with 4:53 before the halftime buzzer. These games go by pretty quick with these 16-minute halves that we have here in the Capital Hoop Summer League. Neither team really in foul trouble just yet. Dematha with 2 fouls, Georgetown Prep with 4. The 7-foul mark. The bonus shooting 1-and-1 free throws, and it stays like that down the stretch. There is no double bonus in the Summer League. It's Coach Howard Blue trying to get his squad back in the game. And Mike Jones, the newly appointed head coach for Dematha, came in through the trenches and made his way up the ranks. Both teams come out of their timeout. Malcolm Thomas in the hallway nurturing that ankle that he tweaked when he went up with Guap Cody, so we'll see if he gets back in the game. Reynolds inbound to Lee Brunner. Up the court, Charles Thomas grabs it. Turnovers have been big for both of these teams. Georgetown Prep with 22 turnovers in their win against Landon, and Dematha with 24 of their own against the Hawks. Already prevalent early on. Not a lot of ball security.
From
long
deep
range. Too strong, and off the top of the backboard from Ashton Meeks. Patrick McDonough comes in for Colin Reynolds. Might see Meeks a lot more as Jaden Winston once again has a reserve seat on the bench. picking up 2 technical fouls and being ejected in the heated contest against the Hawks last night. Stewart with Meeks on him inside to Guap Cody. Cody sizes up Adam Fox. Great perimeter defense by the Stags as Akbar Wahi takes it inside, dishes it out. McDonough for 3. Off the mark, Cody tips it out. RJ Stewart with the grab. Under 4 now. Heat cross court to McDonough. Tests his range once more, Patrick McDonough.
Great sidestep right there, McDonough.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Way to read the screen and that defender running out to him.
Meeks. Big man in the middle for Georgetown Prep. Got Cody. Blocks it out of Adam Fox's hands and right to the hands of Akbar Waheed. Goes the pass by Charles Thomas. Cody on the other end. Lay-in falls short. Mason So. Meeks open for 3. The tip off of the hands of Akbar Waheed results in a Dematha inbounds. Frank Siakabe checks in for Guap Cody. Siakabe and Cody, the 2 big men for Georgetown Prep. This pass goes through Charles Thomas's hands initially, able to recover, get it to Mason So. So drives in. Siakabe with the rebound. Stewart off the glass, no good. Cade Sebastian with the board. Mason So, screen from Adam Fox. Pick and roll works a little bit. Isaiah Arnold down the lane, blocked by Akbar Waheed, met at the rim. Runner, RJ Stewart. Stewart tried the behind the back to Siakabe. Arnold can't draw the contact, but out of bounds off of Akbar Waheed.
I definitely thought Arnold had got that contact right on that layup. Great pump fake by him.
Logan Lewis on the court for Adam Fox. Cade Sebastian pulls up for 3. Rims out, Waheed. Keem Clark on the other end can't corral the pass. Another turnover.
I like the strategies by both rosters. Again, every time you see, each time subs are made, subs are being made to match height with height. Both coaches looking to take advantage of the mixed matches that we have out here.
Dematha inherently a taller team as Brunner with the steal. Sebastian following up, but Akeem Clark is there for the putback. 6 points from Akeem Clark and a timeout by Dematha as their lead has been cut to 2. And Mike Jones not very happy with this squad, is he?
No, not at all. Not at all. A couple of bad shots taken there in this last couple of minutes, but you know that is because of the great defense that has been played in this last couple of minutes by both teams.
Absolutely.
Again, Georgetown Prep does have a little bit of a disadvantage height-wise, but their explosiveness in transition is really vexing Dematha's defensive set.
Each rebound, they've got a leaker. They got one person that's leaking down court, and they're getting that outbound pass. They're getting that pass out there, and right there in transition every single time.
2 private school powerhouses in this area. Dematha, of course, the host of this tournament in the new facility. Georgetown Prep coming in. Both teams with relatively young coaching staffs. So horn sounds and both teams will break out of their huddles. Dematha will come back with Cade Sebastian, Isaiah Arnold, Charles Thomas, Logan Lewis, and Mason So. Georgetown Prep, it'll be Brunner, Siakabe, Wahid, Clark, and Stewart. Keem Clark up on Mason So, provide the pressure. It's like the Georgetown Prep using a man defense. So, drives inside, dishes it off the glass. Rebound grab by Frank Siakabe. Bar Wahid, runner for three. Rebound grab by Isaiah Arnold. Arnold with the crossover in the corner. Lewis grabbing it over his man is Charles Thomas. Cade Sebastian. Wide open Logan Lewis underneath the basket. His basket won't go. Put back no good. Another offensive rebound for Dematha.
Dematha right now is definitely controlling the ball on their end of the floor. That rebound, the offensive rebounds right now are coming directly back to them every single time.
Mason So pulls up.
Tough shot by So right there. Two defenders on him.
Mason So, 4 points. Had 20 points in the win over the Hawks. Went 3 for 4 from three-point land. He's got 4 so far. With under 20 seconds left in the first half. Shot clock still stays on. Out of bounds off of So. About a second and a half separates shot clock from game clock. McDonough and Cody will come in for Georgetown Prep. Stewart, under 10. Inside, stolen away by the Stafford. Right back to Stewart. Pulls up for three, off the mark, and that'll do it for 16 minutes of basketball. Dematha leads this one 24-20. We'll take a quick break. Watching DMV Hoops on Scholar Athlete Sports Network live from the Capital Hoops Summer League. 20 over Georgetown Prep. Noah Schubert, Stephen Harris, joined by Mark Stern, the director of the Capital Hoops Summer League. And Steve, to start off, we got a close one right here, don't we?
Yeah, we really do. A close and competitive game. And Dematha's in the lead early 24-20, and they're led by Isaiah Arnold, who has 12 points here in his first half. He's played 15 minutes of 16 and 5 of 9 from the field. He's played, a tremendous first half here tonight.
And last time that Georgetown Prep faced off against Dematha, Dematha did come out victorious, but Mark, only a 2-point game, and this one close as well.
Yeah, Georgetown Prep is you are a cameraman. Yeah, now.
Working on that work.
Accomplished. Right here with him again.
They faced a lot of heavy competition in the playoffs. Of course, had the last second win against Gonzaga as well, so it's not unlike them to kind of grab the win out of the jaws of defeat. But here they are again with 16 minutes of basketball between them and the championship as the host. And I mean, this would be momentous for Dematha to come in as the host and bring home another championship in the case.
Yeah, defending champions last year. Title back to Madison Street.
100%, Mark. Thank you so much for joining us. That was a pleasure to have you. Get Mark Well back in here.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it. The Summer League. Hours in here.
Jim, and I hope you guys have enjoyed yourself, and thank you again.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
I have no idea how to start recording.
So why do you go to see
You could have.
And as the clock winds down, we get ready for second half action. Dematha up 24-20 on Georgetown Prep in the championship game. And at this point, it's kind of, in essence, win or go home. And Georgetown Prep has shown that they are versatile, that they have done a lot on offense and defense, but they're going to have to come out of a 4-point hole if they want to bring a trophy back to their school.
This game is very close right now. The rebound numbers 21-19, turnover numbers 9-6. This game is very close on stats and very close on the scoreboard as well. Very interesting to see what both teams spoke on in the halftime huddle and how they're going to come out of the second half.
Stewart starts it off, leap runner, the corner to Reynolds. Reynolds finds Wahid. Didn't have a lane. Back to R.J. Stewart. Stewart takes it himself off the glass and in.
That is a tough basket right now. Now Lewis was all over him right there. That's a tough basket, a tough finish.
R.J. Stewart with his first basket of the game. Had 11 points and 9 assists in the win over Landon. Reynolds unable to secure the rebound. So, jumper no good. Rebound ends up with Lee Brunner. Wahid calling for in the corner. He's open. And he's cashed.
Look at Schindler closing out right in his face.
Akbar Wahid with his second made three-pointer and cuts the deficit to 1. Georgetown Prep now in the lead, 25-24. So drives it inside. Strong lay-in for Mason So.
Tough by So. Going right on the inside.
Both squads going back and forth. Reynolds, Brunner for 3. Count it! Lee Brunner from the corner. Back-to-back three-pointers for the Hoyas. This is a totally different Georgetown prep team that's come out of the half. So's pass tipped away by Colin Reynolds. But they're saying it's last touched by Dematha. The refs will discuss it in front of our table.
I believe Lewis got his hands on that last.
And it will end up being Dematha basketball. Arnold will inbound. Adam Fox is there to receive. Fox drives it inside through two defenders, laying good.
Tough lay by Fox right there with both defenders crowding him.
Neither team averse to contact. Stewart to Reynolds. Guap Cody pull up. Too strong off the backboard. All tied up at 28 apiece, 13 and a half to go in the second.
I like the size up by Fox right there.
It's Adam Fox not afraid to come in. Stewart. Well, he lays it in.
We're starting to see a lot of tough contested baskets made right here.
When you talk about do or die basketball, it's exactly what we're seeing here. Playing for pride, playing for looks as Fox tries to reverse lay in. Can't get that one to fall. Foul is called on Logan Lewis. It's his first.
You'll definitely start to see the intensity pick up right here in the second half.
Definitely.
Out of halftime.
Definitely. And I believe these Dematha players, have gotten more aggressive as they've gone to the basket here to start this second half off. Seem like they're no longer, timid or intimidated, by the inside presence of the Georgetown press players.
I feel you normally get that, in the first half is kind of like filling out the roster, seeing who's going to step up, who's going to make what plays, and then coming out of halftime, we're here. We're here to see championship ball, and they're going to play it.
Garrett hands it off to Colin Reynolds. Akbar Waheed back out to Reynolds. He tries a three. Short. Keem Clark tried to save it out of bounds, but I think he stepped on the line before he did so. So we're going to sub in A.J. McClary. Takes Logan Lewis out.
That was a good job by Mason So, boxing out and forcing that turnover.
Georgetown prep now going into a form of a press. Neither team really taking off any aggression. Dematha known to be an aggressive team, and we saw in the game against the Hawks yesterday as Adam Fox drives it in. McClary grabs a board. Arnold couldn't get it over Brunner. And over the back is called on Charles Thomas. I thought the foul was on Thomas. Well, he called for it. McClary uses the screen from Fox. Inside, So. Back out to Isaiah Arnold. Floater off the back of the rim. Rebound ends up with Tyler Garrett, and he's called for the travel.
Great hustle by Dematha right there. Great hustle, great intensity while they get on top of that ball.
Definitely. It looked like the ball was about to go out of bounds. 2 or 3 times in that possession. They saved it each time.
Arnold inbounds to Mason So. Fox at the top of the key. Thought about a three. Instead drives inside, dishes. Mason So from the corner, too strong. Waheed with the board. Runner slows it down. Hoyas working around the three-point arc. Wahid. Inside, backs up his defender. Had Brunner in the corner. There's Isaiah Arnold on the defensive end. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Brunner loses it, and Arnold takes it away. Tussle on the court, and it'll be Dematha basketball.
Great defense by Dematha. I'm loving it by both teams. Both teams having that scrappy attitude to get down on the floor and get after the ball.
Yep, this is what a championship game looks like. Great effort by both teams on both sides.
Every possession matters. Every possession matters.
Colin Reynolds comes in for Akbar Wahid. And Cade Sebastian. There's a three from Fox. Rebound to Brunner.
Dematha has gotten some great looks in these last couple of possessions, just unable to get the ball to go in.
Reynolds with a circus shot, smoother than cocoa butter on a bald head, goes Colin Reynolds.
Smooth, hanging in the air. Reynolds with the left. Great move.
A.J. McClary now. Inside, Fox finds Cade Sebastian.
Great cut.
One.
That was a great feed from Fox right there to Sebastian, cutting baseline right there. And great finish by Sebastian.
Great cut by Sebastian as well. Not settling for the three-point shot, even though they was open. You know, they've gotten up a couple of three-point shots in the last possession that didn't go in. Great adjustment by him making that cut against Sebastian.
Sebastian's bucket ties it at 32 with just about 10 and a quarter left in this one, and he'll shoot his free throw. Cody with the rebound. Feed inside. Reynolds. McDonough checked in the game.
Dematha doing a great job on the switches right here at the top of the perimeter.
Brunner making his moves. Inside to Reynolds. Pull-up jumper. Too strong. Isaiah Arnold with the board. Arnold. McClary in the corner. Reynolds with the rebound in stride. He thought about the three. Mason So was there to stop that. Bob Cody underneath the basket. Reynolds and one.
Well, that's definitely a tough finish right there.
Colin Reynolds with the strong lane at the basket, drawing the contact. Georgetown Prep retakes the lead.
Great finish by Reynolds, who's averaging 7.4 points here at the Capital Hoops Summer League, along with about 5 rebounds.
Definitely good stat line. Definitely making an impact today.
Lewis, Mason So. Fox with a one-on-one on Cody inside.
Great pass.
Great feed by Fox and Lewis right there.
Logan Lewis with the finish, and we're tied again. Dunoff feels the heat. Tries to find an opening with the left hand. Off, rebound to A.J. McClary. Isaiah Arnold calling for the screen. Fox grabs it at the top. Step back three-pointer. Strong off the back of the rim. Reynolds with the rebound, and right there is A.J. McClary in the lane. Lay-in is good.
Now I'm liking what I'm seeing from Dematha getting the ball to Fox up top. I think they might be favoring that matchup.
As there is the block on the other end by Logan Lewis.
That Fox on Cody matchup has been favoring a lot in the last few possessions at the top of the key.
Yeah, they were definitely starting their offense through that as Fox heads to the bench to get a breather.
Prashant Hill comes in for Fox. Cody. Hill all over him. Brunner tried to get it to a cutting Stewart. Arnold challenged and met at the rim by Guap Cody.
Great block by Cody. Great way to get back and put pressure on the ball. Right there for a second, guys, I didn't know what I was going to see right there because I thought Arnold was going to try to get one. I think Arnold was definitely going to try to get one right there.
Even more important is that was a clean block by Cody. Dematha, Mason So fouled on the shot. RJ Stewart can't believe the call. So will shoot 2. It's the second foul on Stewart. Mason So, 6 points. This one, his first free throw. So with the game-winning free throws in Dematha's 69-68 win over Gonzaga in the quarterfinals. We go 2 for 2 there. Great free throw shooter for this team is Mason So. Lead extended to 4 for the Stags. Heat on the outside. Gives it up. Long range 3 for RJ Stewart. Rims out. Rebound to Isaiah Arnold. Arnold takes his time. No pressure from Lee Brunner. Pass back to Mason So.
Great find. Here we go, an offensive.
It is an offensive foul. So's first. He went in a little too fast and a little too strong.
So's done a great job today taking over the primary ball handling task for Dematha with Jaden Winston being out today.
Brunner. RJ Stewart spins around his man. Great move by Stewart, lost it in midair. McClary.
By McClary right there.
Mason So reverse layup. He was challenged on the way up by Akeem Clark. Have to think that Clark had some responsibility in that missed layup. Malcolm Thomas still working on that ankle. Has not re-entered the game since he was checked out. Big presence down low missing for Dematha. Wahid for 3. As there's Akeem Clark soaring in for the rebound. Finds Wahid under the basket.
That was a great find right there to get the lead.
Wahid with his first basket in a little bit. 6.5 left. Dematha leads this one 38-36.
Dematha's definitely kept them in check coming out of halftime.
There's an errant pass taken by Brunner. Brunner in transition off the glass, no. Rebound grab by Prashant Hill. Mason So pulls up for 3, in and out. McClary was flying in for the rebound, ended up with the Stags. Pull-up jumper. Hill fights back and grabs it again. Blocked again by Guap Cody. Guap Cody averages 2 blocks per game. Akeem Clark slams it home.
Great pass in transition, great finish.
Yeah, big play. Big play for Georgetown. The big block leading to the slam.
Definitely a momentum grabber right there. We've got the Georgetown prep crowd right now going crazy for the team. Great energy in the building today.
Guap Cody doing everything offensively, grabbing rebounds, dishing out blocks. He has 3 or 4 blocks in this game.
For a big man of his size, he's definitely done a great job as far as transition down the court and making sure he's getting back on that defensive end.
All tied up at 38 after the Akeem Clark bucket. Fox drives inside. Cody.
And it's another one.
Got a piece of that. And it'll stay with the Stags with 9 seconds to shoot.
Cody just being a complete force.
9 seconds, guys.
Here in the second half for Georgetown Prep.
Wallace looking for his man. Adam Fox grabs the rebound, puts it back up.
Great job by Fox right there. Again, that matchup between him and Cody, they've been favoring that.
RJ Stewart on the other end. Basket and the foul. R.J. Stewart strong to the hoop, and he'll shoot his free throw.
It's just a great game that we have on our hands. It's a great game. Every time Dematha makes a play, Georgetown Prep is coming right back at him.
This is exactly what we signed up for. We have these two teams come in a close and hard-fought game as Stewart misses his free throw, all tied up at 40. 5 minutes left. Wallace lost it.
The way that both of these teams have played throughout Summer League, we definitely knew that we were leading up to a heavyweight fight right here.
And Dematha undefeated, a perfect 13-0. 10-0 in group play, and then made their way through the playoffs. Georgetown Prep with a couple of key losses during the season as that pass is tipped up over the hands of Guap Cody. And back with the Stags. Wallace from the free throw line. Out of bounds, last touched by Wahid. So the Hoyas lose an opportunity there. Wallace gets it into Fox. Arnold for three. Yes, sir, Isaiah Arnold. That's Isaiah Arnold's first basket of the second half after scoring 12 points in the first. Corner three, Reynolds looks to answer, can't do so. Fox with the rebound, fighting for it. Runner with some pressure on Arnold. Looking for the dish, finds Jacob Wallace. Wallace to Mason So. So inside finds Wallace off the backboard and in.
Great pass by So. Showing those point guard skills once again.
Up by 5 now. Wahid in the corner. Guarded up by Logan Lewis. Team Clark, Reynolds thought about a three, gave it back to Clark. Brunner. Wahid with some pressure, has to put up the shot. Last touch by the Hoyas.
I'm liking the adjustment right here by Dematha. As you see, Dematha's now switched from their man defense into a 3-2 zone defense. They're doing a great job. They're going right back. They're trying to trap on the wings and in the short corners.
Yep. And even if you notice on that play, it seemed like Georgetown Prep didn't know how they wanted to attack it at all. The ball popping around the perimeter, no one really attacking. And the shot clock dwindled down and ended up with that, that bad shot there at the end of the shot clock.
That's good pressure by Dematha. Georgetown looking to get the ball to the inside to see if they can find one of their guards cutting baseline. Not able to find it. Great pressure, great intensity.
Timeout called by Howard Blue. Looking to get his players back in this game, down 5 with 3 minutes between Dematha and their second straight championship. Georgetown Prep looking to stop them in their tracks and put that trophy in the case of their own. They're going to have to make up some ground to do so. Because Cody, Brunner, Clark, Reynolds, and Stewart on the court for the Hoyas. Akbar Wahid sits down on the bench for a quick breather. Fox had Arnold streaking inside. So to Arnold at the top. Contested three-pointer. Wallace rises up for the rebound. Fighting for it with Reynolds.
That's a great rebound right there by Wallace.
Yeah, that's a big rebound.
Definitely look, he's above the rim right there.
That was a big rebound. Just under 3 minutes to get another possession for Dematha. Oh.
As Arnold slips. And there's Stewart with the easy lay-in. Isaiah Arnold wants to get that spot checked out and dried off. RJ Stewart cuts it to a 3-point game, 45-42. Dematha, 2.5. So get the floor cleaned up a little bit. Arnold seems to be okay. No worse to wear after hitting the deck.
That could be a big play here with 2:31 to go.
Definitely.
I'm not sure who that was from Dematha that came and saved that ball from going out of bounds, but I think I might have rather seen that ball go out of bounds. Yeah, Wallace checked saving that ball. I think I would have rather seen the ball go out of bounds and then let the defense get set back versus leading to that fast break, that 2-on-1.
So far today, the biggest lead that we've seen, it was a 7-point lead by Dematha. Again, it's been a tight game here on out since the tip-off. This last 2 minutes, 30 seconds is going to be very exciting down the stretch.
Arnold, pull up, too strong, but no one there to grab the rebound for Georgetown Prep. Mason So with a freebie with 15 to shoot.
Cody on So right here. This is going to be a great one right here.
Cody taken out of the post. So, off the glass, Fox grabs the rebound.
Those offensive rebounds have been harsh today, harsh against Georgetown, allowing those second chance opportunities for Dematha.
10 seconds to shoot for the Stags. Arnold with 5. Fox has to put a shot up.
Great body control by Fox, knowing where he is on the floor and using that body to get Cody on his backside and turn him around.
Fox has 10, extends the lead to 5 for Dematha with 1.5 minutes to go. Akbar Waheed back in the game. Waheed inside to Brunner. Brunner, RJ Stewart. Stewart finds a lane, dishes to Guap. Cody.
Oh,
great finish by Cody. Great finish by Cody. Great job of Fox getting there trying to contest the shot, but great finish by Cody right there.
Fox had the block, but Cody able to will his way into the basket. Adam Fox lucky he wasn't called for a foul.
Definitely.
So with 1:12, timeout called by the Hoyas to stop the clock and get their defense set. Down by just a possession, neither team in foul trouble. 4 fouls for Dematha, 3 for Georgetown Prep. We haven't seen either of them hit the 7. Dematha on the offensive end definitely winning the rebound battle, but getting back on defense has been a struggle for them. Georgetown Prep really needs to box out on this next possession and get something going on the other end of the floor. Arnold, Wallace, So, Fox, and Lewis on the floor for Dematha. Stewart, Brunner, Waheed, Cody, and Clark. As a full court press being enacted by Georgetown Prep. Wallace stumbled, able to take it and draw the foul is RJ Stewart. It's the second time that we've seen a turnover drawn by the basketball gods who reach up and grab you by the ankles.
Just a huge turnover, and this is a big opportunity for Georgetown Prep here with 1:05 left.
Consistency is the key right here. He needs to knock down both of these free throws to make this a 1-point game.
There's the first one for RJ Stewart. Stewart with 7 points. Georgetown Prep down by 2 as there's another spot on the floor that they're looking at. I believe that's a spot that Wallace slipped on. So they'll take care of that. RJ Stewart will have some time to think before he shoots his second free throw. little surprised that Guap Cody isn't on the line to box out and grab a rebound. RJ Stewart misses the second shot. Stewart misses that one, but right there is Brunner for the board. Georgetown Prep now with an opportunity with a minute to go, down by only 2. Wahid for 3. Yes, sir! Akbar Wahid!
That was a big-time shot right there. Big-time shot right there by Wahid. Georgetown now up by 2.
Fast break up the court, and right there
Great
to
pass
answer
up.
Logan Lewis.
Yeah, great pass by Arnold.
Dematha right back up 1 point.
49-48 Dematha. 35 seconds left in the championship game.
Big possession right here. Big-time possession right here.
Great defense by Lewis.
Stewart takes it inside. Foul called on the floor on Isaiah Arnold.
Inbound to come from the baseline. This is a big one right here. This is a big one.
We got a timeout called by Dematha. You know, you talk about what are your championship moments, who's going to be the one that steps up, and with 22.7 seconds left and down by 1, Georgetown Prep's going to need someone to call their own number.
Definitely, definitely. What more could you really ask for from a championship matchup, man? 22 seconds of one possession game. 2 powerhouses competing for the championship.
Down to the wire right here. This is what we want to see. This is all summer league that we knew was leading up to this moment right here.
There's a reason that these fans paid admission to come in, and they're getting their money's worth with this one.
We'll definitely say that again.
Dematha comes out of the timeout. Georgetown Prep still in their huddle. Coach Blue drawing up the play under the basket. I mean, you got to talk about Akbar Wahid. That was a big-time three-pointer.
Those are moments that you live for right there. Those are definitely clutch moments that you live for.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Big shot. And that led right to Arnold taking the ball out and finding that streaking Lewis down the court. What a great pass.
Brunner will inbound. Gets it to Wahid in the corner. Wahid, pull up 3, falls short, right to the hands of Adam Fox. Shot clock is off, 18 seconds.
Lewis.
Down the court comes Lewis, and he's fouled. Wahid tried to put up the game winner there, was contested, fell short.
That was a great job by Fox right there securing that rebound again. Can't give up those second chance opportunities.
Georgetown Prep still 3 fouls away from the bonus with 14.3 seconds to go. Fox immediately fouled by Guap Cody. Team foul number 5. So Reynolds will come in for Guap Cody.
Now this last few seconds, right, this last 12 seconds is all strategy, guys. You got to get the ball in. You got to try to get, no turnovers can be allowed right here by Dematha. No turnovers to no transition points right here. Got to get the ball in. Try to get it to one of your best guys that can definitely get there and knock down free throws, as you spoke on Mason so earlier. Clutch moments right here.
Isaiah Arnold, also a terrific free throw shooter for the Stags. Referees blow the whistle. Stop the clock for a moment. They want 13 seconds even on the clock, it seems. 13 and a half on the clock, so they put up 0.8 seconds. Could be big down the stretch. There's Isaiah Arnold, fouled. 9/10 tick off. Wahid picks up his second foul. Guap Cody comes in for Akbar Wahid. One more foul before Dematha will shoot free throws. Back to Mason So. RJ Stewart fouls him with 11.3 seconds, and So will shoot free throws. Mason So will head to the line for 1-1. Again, even if he knocks down both, this game is not over. Dematha up by 1.
Strategy right here, guys. Mason So, again, has been clutch throughout this entire summer league with his free throw shooting. But right here, if So's able to knock down both of these free throws, it gives Dematha a tad bit of breathing room, but they got to get back on defense.
So makes the first one.
Ice water in his veins.
One more makes it a little harder for Georgetown Prep. McDonough at the scorer's table. They need to put up a 3. And So goes 2 for 2. He's got 10 points and 2 pretty clutch free throws.
This is right here, a tough moment right here. Dematha is still going to go with the press. Look for Georgetown to look for a quick basket and try to get to the free throw line.
Runner up to Stewart, 7 seconds. They need a 3. Akeem Clark for 3. Count it! Akeem Clark!
Clutch shot right there.
Big time shot! My
fellas,
goodness!
I think we're about to see some overtime basketball, fellas. I think we're going to see some overtime basketball today. That's a big time shot.
Deep 3.
Now again, as we just stated, we look for Georgetown to either penetrate the basket, try to get the basket and the foul, if not look for the tough 3. But again, it was wide open. There's not too many opportunities you get like that where you're wide open, like you said, from deep, and you knock it down right there.
R.J. Stewart was driving in the lane, and then he went back and found his teammate Akeem Clark wide open. And Clark, he stayed at his end of the deal and drained the 3 to tie it up at 51 with 2.5 seconds left for Dematha to put up a shot.
That's a lot of heart. That's a lot of heart under a lot of pressure. Under a lot of pressure right there.
Summer League here with, if this game does go into overtime, it will be a 4-minute overtime session. Unless Dematha is able to get a shot in here. They have shooters on the court, Arnold and So. Wallace, Fox.
You can't have a turnover here. Can't have a turnover. And Georgetown cannot allow for a person to leak out.
Arnold up the court. And he can't get a shot off, and we will have overtime basketball at Dematha High School in this Summer League championship. And this is why we're here. Chris Marquell, we've been treated to quite a game so far, and right now as it stands tied at 51, we will have 4 minutes of overtime to decide this championship.
Hey, this is championship Saturday, guys, right here. But yeah, guys, we're here. It's Championship Saturday. Again, this is what we've came to see all summer league. This is the moment right here. You said we got 3 minutes. We got 4 minutes here in this overtime period. Guys, hey, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I think I can go for a whole nother half right here, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you.
This certainly is fun basketball to watch here at the Summer League at Dematha High School, hosted by Capital Hoops. And you couldn't ask for much better when it comes to your championship game. Akbar Waheed leading the way with 15 points, but it was Akeem Clark's three-pointer that got us here for Georgetown Prep, and Waheed ends up with the tip-off. Waheed up to Guap Cody. Runner. Stewart outside the three-point line. Cody with 10 seconds to shoot. Backs up his man. Turnaround jumper short. Adam Fox with the rebound.
I see Dematha's going back to man. They left their zone alone, going right back to man. Interesting to see right here down the stretch.
Mason So hit 2 free throws to put Dematha up by 3. Fox inside, foul.
Now that was a good move right there by Fox to get inside right there.
He's able to get Cody up in the air and draw the contact. Adam Fox will shoot 2 free throws.
We've seen big play by Fox here in this second half, and now including the overtime period, able to draw the contact and head to the line.
Him and Cody have definitely been battling all second half. With Malcolm out the game, he's definitely stepped up.
Adam Fox in regulation, 10 points, 5 rebounds. 29 minutes of action, goes 2 for 2 from the line.
Now that's clutch right there again. Big time shots right there to help that team get that lead.
Dematha strikes first in overtime, now up by 2, 53-51. But still a lot of time for Georgetown Prep to make their way in. Wahid laying no good.
Now that was some great defense right there played by So to force that bad shot attempt.
So drives inside, touch off the glass is good.
Great job by So.
So's got 12, Dematha now up by 4. He back to Brunner and he threw it right out of bounds.
That's a huge turnover right there. That's a huge turnover.
Yeah, it is. It really
With
is.
a 4-point lead right now.
Georgetown Prep losing a little bit of their touch coming into overtime. Dematha in the driver's seat right now. Arnold pulls up for 3.
That's a strong pull-up right there with Arnold with the man in his face right there.
Reynolds on the other end. Draws the foul on the floor.
The refs call it blocking right there.
So they called the block on Logan Lewis. But I mean, Isaiah Arnold just
Tough
willing those
shot.
shots in. And that's the 7th team foul for Dematha, so Colin Reynolds will shoot 1-1 at the line. Reynolds, 4 points. Misses the free throw. Logan Lewis with the board.
Dematha right back with that 7-point lead. Their second largest lead of the game.
Dematha looking to slow it down here and run some time off the clock now they have the lead.
Georgetown's got to step up right here. Got to step up.
Timeout called by Mike Jones. Minute 53, Dematha up by 7, and just out of the gate, they've just been in command this entire overtime period.
Yeah, they really have. They've been having a great defensive effort, you know, controlling the boards and getting some tough shots to go. That left-handed floater by Show. Whew, that was tough, as well as that step-back 3 by Arnold.
Both huge contested shots. Again, clutch down to the wire. Georgetown's got to step it up right here. They've got to step it up. Under 2 minutes left. I can only imagine what coach is speaking over there in the huddle right now. Again, with their 7-point lead right now, the second largest of the game.
Isaiah Arnold, 18 points, 4 for 8 from downtown. Been the leader of this Dematha team with Jaden Winston's absence.
Now, huge change-up right here. Huge change-up right now for Georgetown. As you see, they've now added another guard into the game. They've pulled Cody out of the game right now. So they're definitely trying to go small and become more aggressive to get to the basket.
Foul on Mason So, not the man that you want to send to the line, because he's pretty lethal from the stripe.
Both teams in a one-on-one right now.
And So goes 2 for 2.
Dematha now with their largest lead of the game. Sitting at 9 points.
Mason So with 14. Dematha up by 9. Wahid drives inside, dishes it out. 3-pointer for Brunner. Yes, sir.
Georgetown shows life.
They got to get a stop. They got to get a stop.
Georgetown Prep down by 2 possessions, but leave Logan Lewis right open under the basket. Fouled on the shot attempt by Colin Reynolds.
I know right now Georgetown's trying to put that intensity out there, but you cannot leave Lewis open like that. Definitely not Lewis, not up under the basket.
It looks like we have a timeout called by the Hoyas. A little confusion on the court. Looks like Coach Blue thought he could take his players into a timeout while Lewis shot his free throws, but the referees brought everyone back out on the court. Lewis's first shot short off the front of the rim. Needs this second one to drive it up to a 3-possession game. Logan Lewis in regulation did not shoot a free throw. As McDonough comes in the game for Colin Reynolds. McDonough, one of the best 3-point shooters in the entire league. As there's the second free throw that goes in for Logan Lewis. He's got 7.
Big 3-possession game right here.
Minute 15, great move by Stewart, who finds himself in the lane. RJ Stewart with 9. Trap on Isaiah Arnold.
Last-minute timeout right there by Coach Mike Jones.
And that might have just saved them a possession.
Definitely, because Arnold was going down. That was a great trap right there by Georgetown.
Yeah, it seemed like Arnold was in trouble.
Up by 5. Don't really need that many timeouts for Dematha. Just over a minute left. Looked like that the Georgetown faithful wanted a held ball. Possession arrow is in their favor.
Great game going down to the wire, guys. Great game.
You can talk about championship basketball, and it's exactly what it is. You got to give your all out on the court, because after this game, there's no more that come after. (61-56), a minute 9 left in overtime. Both teams tied at 51 at the end of regulation after Akeem Clark hit a big-time 3-pointer with 2.5 seconds. But it's been all Dematha in overtime now, unless the Hoyas can find some way to get their way back into contention. Down 5, Georgetown Prep in their full court press. As it's stolen by Colin Reynolds. Akeem Clark waiting for his team. Big steal by Reynolds on the inbound. Stewart down the lane. He draws a foul on Isaiah Arnold, so he'll shoot 1 and 1.
Again, another opportunity for Georgetown right here. Need both of these free throws. We got to hit this first one to get back into this game.
Stewart 1 for 3 from the line in regulation. A.J. McClary kneels next to the scorer's table. He'll check in. Send Adam Fox to the bench.
Now we definitely have a small ball game now.
McClary 4 points. So RJ Stewart, shoot is 1 and 1. First one makes its way in.
Now we saw Georgetown close out regulation by forcing a couple of turnovers to get them back in the game. We'll see what they can do here with the 56 seconds left to go in this overtime period.
Stewart, big time, 2 for
Short
2.
shots.
11 points and 2 big free throws right there. As a foul is called on Stewart against Mason So. So a perfect 6 for 6.
That's how you do it right there. That's how you do it. Again, big moments call for big-time players, and big-time players to make those plays.
Right now as it stands, 61-58 Dematha. So can make it 2 possessions with a made free throw. Make it a little harder for Georgetown Prep. Dematha not sending in any rebounders, but they trust So as he drains that first one.
Seven to 7. Let's see if we can get one more.
And Mason So stays perfect. 16 points for him, 55 seconds left for the Hoyas.
You see Dematha's going right back to that zone defense. Not allowing anything in the middle, going to force a shot.
McDonough for 3. Patrick McDonough. Timeout called by the Hoyas, and Georgetown Prep with several big-time three-point shots.
That's clutch. Now, Georgetown, again, down this stretch have shown up. They have definitely shown up. No, I know you were discussing the overtime rules early. Now, how many timeouts does each team have going into overtime?
I believe that they refresh. There's no rule specifically on timeouts in overtime, I do not believe.
Because I believe each team now have called 2 apiece here in the overtime period.
So each squad gets 3 60-second timeouts and 2 30-second timeouts per overtime.
Okay.
One additional 60-second timeout per overtime period. For the rules of the Capital Hoops Summer League.
Now, it's going to be interesting to see. As you see right now, Lewis is the tallest player out on the floor right now for Dematha. And they've definitely gone back to their zone defense. Can Georgetown get another stop right here? If not, create a turnover.
Under 42 seconds, Dematha up 63-61. Inside, Wallace able to get the pass up. Arnold over his shoulder. Full shot clock available for the Stags. No need to foul for Dematha as it stands currently. So inside to Arnold.
Right now you're seeing Dematha run 4 corners.
Trying to chew some clock, but Clary back to So across to Wallace. Looking for an opening. 3 seconds to shoot. So has to put up a 3. That falls short, and a wasted possession for the Stags as they lost themselves in the shot clock.
I don't think that was a strategy. I think the strategy right there was try to run as much clock as possible. Again, Dematha's done a great job in their zone defense. Their zone defense, you're forcing Georgetown to hit big shots outside the perimeter.
Under 10 seconds, Georgetown Prep down by 2. Stewart with the ball, they don't need a 3. Brunner, McDonough from the corner, too strong! And the Dematha Stags are your 2022 Capital Hoops Summer League champions, back-to-back for the Stags.
That is how you close out right there. Again, great defensive possession. Again, that last possession right there for Dematha was all strategy. Chew up as much clock as possible and force them to, again, make a big-time basket with no time left. Great job by Coach Mike Jones. Great job by the Dematha Stags. That's a great summer league right there. That's how you grab a championship right there.
It was Georgetown Prep who made the big shots at the end there, but Dematha who was able to close out with a win, a close one, 63-61. Same margin as we saw in the first game, as Dematha won that one 61-59 over Georgetown Prep, and this one was just as exciting and close as we await the trophy presentation by the director of Capital Hoops, Mark Stern. Isaiah Arnold finishes with 18 points, leads the way for Dematha. Not too far behind him, Mason So with 16 and Adam Fox with 12 for the Stags.
Great play by those guys. Great play by those guys. Again, great shot. That's a shot out to Fox. Fox stepped up big with Malcolm on the bench. And again, did a great job against Cody, taking it to him this game. So and Arnold, as you already know, Arnold's quite the aggressive guy out there. Again, if you give that guy the slightest edge, the slightest spot, the slightest open space, he's going to knock down big-time shots. And again, Mason So taking over the primary ball handling today with Jaden Winston out. Great job, superb job by the Dematha Stags. Great defensive presence out there. And again, we already knew the second half that intensity was going to pick up. But again, for Georgetown to force overtime, we didn't know what we were going to get, but we knew we were going to get a show. We definitely knew we were going to get a show right here.
Malcolm Thomas only playing a few minutes after injuring his ankle, but Dematha able to power through without their 6'8" big man. As his dad watches down from the second level, the gym here at Dematha High School in Hyattsville, Maryland, as the Stags await their newest addition to the trophy case.
First off, congratulations, Georgetown Prep. You guys had a tremendous season.
Again, great job by Dematha. Again, I think that's a great award for me. So again, definitely deserved right there. Again, he showed up all summer league, making an impact for the guys, and definitely deserves that award right there.
Mason So, your postseason most outstanding player, as the Dematha Stags pose with their trophy.
Now, looking online on the list for the first and second team and third team, I think So definitely got a little snub. I think he should have definitely been an honorable mention as far as making an impact this summer league. Between him, Arnold, of course, Jaden Winston, guys done a great job. And again, I'm looking forward to see what these guys do into the summer. A lot of talent in this roster. And again, Mike Jones being a first-year head coach here, a lot of progress that we saw during the summer league. And I'm very excited to see what the guys bring later on into the season.
So your final score from Dematha High School, Dematha 63, Georgetown Prep 61, as the Stags take the championship for the Capital Loop Summer League. For Noah Schubert, Marquel Sanders, and Stephen Harris for the Scholar Athlete Sports Network. We'll be back in just a little bit for more post-game coverage right here on SASN at Dematha High School.